What's up? What up,
Live from Vegas.
Yeah, we got a Vegas rep today. Going to Comic-Con.
What up?
Living that life. What's up, IDP Army? We got guess we're doing the live cast today for you guys, with you guys, getting ready for week 11. Answering starts and sits and all that good stuff. Talking a little matchups. Had some couple of dynasty questions popped up this week we might talk about. But how you guys doing this morning?
Man, I'm good. I mean, I partied a little too much last night, but this
Yeah,
this Vegas air is like getting to me. Like, it gave me a nosebleed last night. Not
dry.
just so
Yeah,
dry.
I bet you weren't the only
Dude,
guy with a nosebleed in Vegas last night.
Whoa, what?
doing awesome, except my stupid dog won't shut up.
We have a dog, but it's really quiet, and she just pretty much lays on her bed. She's great. But I guess we can go ahead and what we've been on for about a minute. I guess
so weird being over here. So
I know, right? It is definitely a different setup. I guess we got we've been on for about a minute, so hopefully a few people have popped in already. But I guess we can start looking at some of these questions we had. Do you have any in particular loaded up that you guys wanted to pull up, or I got a few over here on a list. What's up, man?
What up, Zach?
Good morning. Good to see you, bro.
We're doing it big over here, just make sure the family knows that we're out here.
Yeah, are you putting a tweet out? I guess you probably already have. I
already put one out.
I should probably retweet that.
Hell yeah, you should.
There
I
we
think
go.
Zach's already tweeted, so we're good.
All right, well, let's start getting to some of these questions. Let's start making some decisions. You know what I mean? One of the things that people have asked me a lot this week is about Justin Reed. I've been asked, do I like him? Should I play him? We have a couple other questions down the list here where people ask directly, should I play him or, player X, Y, or Z? I like Justin Reed still. I know he's had a couple of down games, but he's still a playmaker. He's still young. I mean, he's proven that he can put up 100 tackles basically before as a rookie. So, in my opinion, I still like him a lot. What do you guys think?
I'm all about that dude. You know this. I've been a Justin Reed fan. He's been a little bit up and down. I get that, but he's in a matchup where, I mean, he might be guarding Mark Andrews quite a bit. So
exactly,
give him a chance.
The Ravens have one of the. They play. I think they're the highest number of snaps per game in the league, like offensive snaps. It's like them and the Patriots, I'm pretty sure right now. So, I mean, he's already got that going for him, that he's going to be on the field a lot, like you said. And they throw their tight ends a lot, and, safeties are often the guys who are covering, or, a good bit of time recovering those guys and linebackers. So I think there's going to be a lot of good tackle opportunities for all the Houston guys. I actually left Zack Cunningham and Bernard McKinney off of my rankings I published this week. Nobody called me out on that. People usually catch when I mess up like that, but they didn't. And it was like Saturday when I noticed. I was like, oh damn! But obviously, they're still both great plays, and probably both should have been in the top 24. That's just on me. But Justin Reed, I like him.
Dude, Shane says you need to get that Minka jersey defensive player of the year.
Dude, I looked at the score. It's literally 50-50 right now between TJ Watt and Minka on that poll. So I'm gonna probably retweet it here in a little bit right before the game gets started and get a few more votes on it. But I want the TJ Watt jersey. I won't even lie to you, because I've been on Watt for a while. I mean, I love that dude. I love when we drafted him. But Minka, I mean, you know where I stand with Minka. So.
Well, I even said on Monday's cast, I was actually re-listening to it this morning just to, get hyped up for the show. Dude, Watt's good for a sack a week, and he got 2.
Well, what's crazy is, in the offseason, like he was kind of one of the first players that I kind of like went out on a limb and was like, dude, like TJ Watt, like get him on your team. I don't care if he's a D-line, edge, linebacker, what the fuck ever. Like he's good for fantasy points. I just looked right now, like in your most basic sort of scoring formats, like he's the number 1 scoring IDP player in the NFL. Like if you look on fantasy data right now, like the very top IDP player is TJ Watt. So I'm about that life. And I mean, you remember earlier, like May or June? I kind of got into it with somebody on Twitter about that. I was like, yo, TJ Watt's he's a baller. Like,
yeah,
Let's not overthink this. Like, I don't
traded
care
him
where
at
I
the
play.
beginning of the season.
Idiot. I have
But
both my IDP
I
Dynasty
got
teams,
Lamar
and I'm just like,
Jackson.
yes. Like,
Oh yeah, we
making
talked
rain
about
points on me.
that you got Lamar Jackson out of it.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Lamar Jackson, he's legit.
He's killing it.
So I mean,
might be the actual MVP. So
I'm hoping I get that TJ. I'll probably just get both the jerseys, honestly, but I really want the TJ Watt jersey. Okay, I got another question here for us from I don't remember who this is from, but the question is: pick 2: Chandler Jones, Demario Davis, Jared Davis, or Tahir Whitehead.
I mean, after Tahir Whitehead's last 3 games, he's hard not to
play.
Yeah, I mean, what do you have? 14 tackles last week? Something like that.
I don't remember exactly.
He balled out last week. I can tell you that. He had like 14 tackles on a Thursday.
I can't not play Chandler Jones just because he's a wrecking ball.
I have Chandler Jones. I'm definitely playing Chandler Jones, especially with what's-his-face getting injured 2 weeks ago. So,
and for me, it's hard not to play Demario Davis either after that huge week he had last week. And, I mean, he was high-graded on PFF. I mean,
and Demario Davis is part of the Army, guys.
Yeah, he's part of the IDP Army. He doesn't know it, but he is. So, I think I'm going Demario Davis and Chandler Jones, and I'm still going to sit Tahir Whitehead. Even though he's been good, he's a good option. I wanted to see who that question came in from real quick so we can give him a little shout-out. But anyway, what all you guys got any questions sitting around? I still got a couple more I could rattle off.
Clutches. My man Russ is actually asking Thomas Davis or Tremaine Edmonds.
Ooh, that's tough. What do you think?
I'm going to have to go with, I mean, the way Tremaine Edmonds is playing lately.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, my man Jordan doesn't like matchups for some reason. But, for me, you got to look at the matchup.
I'm going Edmonds just because I know Edmonds plays all the snaps. Even and Thomas Davis and whatever's going on with the Chargers has been up and down, up and down. I mean, you can't rely on it. I mean, he could go out there and get 12 tackles and play 100% of snaps, or you could go out and play 65% of snaps and get 4 tackles. We don't know. Tremaine Edmonds, we know is going to be on the field. Similar situation. I mean, you're kind of worried about what he's able to just do because he hasn't had one of those giant games yet.
The Chiefs are going to pass the crap out of the ball.
Yeah.
So,
but
I'm going to have to go with the other way. I think the Dolphins will run. Yeah, I'm more worried about Tremaine Edmonds than I am worried about Thomas Davis, just because one has Patrick Mahomes, the other one has Fitzmagic. So,
word. All right. Well, I guess we're split.
You don't think he's going to pull out some Fitzmagic today?
I think it's Tremaine Edmonds. Personally, no.
We got a split. Sounds like we got a split rotation. Steve, what do you got? You can be the tiebreaker on this one.
Edmonds.
You're playing Edmonds?
Mm-hmm.
Suck it, Jared.
I said Edmonds.
Oh, I thought you said Davis.
No, I said Davis. Yeah, Davis is playing.
Okay, then we all agree. Sorry. Okay, sorry. I thought you were. My bad. I thought you were saying Davis. No, then we all agree.
This would never happen if I was black.
Whoa. All right, we're all on Tremaine Edmonds with that one. That's easy enough.
Okay.
My earlier question came in from Stephen Taylor. I just wanted to give him a shout out there. So, on Twitter.
So my buddy Ryan just popped in. It's Thomas Davis or James Burgess. Bro, I'm not giving you advice because are you going against me this week? I don't know if I should play. We should tell you what to do.
You got to help the people out, man. The Army needs you.
I think in this one, I guess I'm not playing Ryan.
Said no.
I think it's Thomas Davis in this one. I can understand playing Burgess for sure this week.
Yeah, I agree. In this situation, I'm going to take the more known commodity, even if it is a bit of a risky commodity in Thomas Davis.
My man Russ is hilarious. He goes from Twitter to YouTube like every time we talk to this dude. So I don't play Ryan this week. Ryan Timms, great family, great person.
Thomas Davis. My defensive player utility spot between Devin, White, and Rapp. 1 point per tackle, 3 for a sack, 5 for interception, 4 forced fumble.
I could definitely see playing Burgess this week, though. Burgess would be a solid play. I mean, my biggest thing is with Thomas Davis, you got to play Mahomes, who I think is going to stretch the field more against San Diego. So
yeah,
the guys say Burgess might be the play.
Yeah, looking into it. All right, Ron. I mean, what do you got to lose, Ron? That's why I look at it.
The playoffs.
Get him, James.
Yeah.
All right, but this next
Ron's
question
in a weird spot.
This next question we got, I'm going to go with Devin White here. I'm rising on Devin White. I know he had a bad week last week, but I think he's shown elite upside. I don't think he has. He has. I mean, he's shown elite upside. He's had a really, really good game. He was a top 2 or 3 linebacker on the week 2 weeks ago. So I play him. I haven't seen Taylor Rapp be a top, he's been a good defensive back, but I haven't seen him be a top 2 or 3 defensive back yet. So for IDP.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
So that's my take on that one. Got some more questions?
Real quick, let's just go back to the thing. Most of us are off the Jets linebackers period with Burgess, but they're playing the Redskins, so play Burgess, Ryan. Bro, I don't trust Coleman to save my life. But what did he do the last time he played Arizona?
He had a really good game. Played Devin
Is that the game he blew up on?
I think so. I don't know. I don't have Tevin Coleman anywhere. I had him when he wasn't cool like 3 years ago, and I haven't had him since.
I don't trust Tevin Coleman.
I've owned him for years, and now I find it's finally paying dividends.
It's
small dividends.
Small. Well, I mean, every like bi-weekly.
There you go.
Semi-weekly. Well,
you got to own the Kyle Shanahan running back, so
you got to own Breida and Coleman, and then you got to know which week to play them.
That's tough, but if it's me, I'll probably go. I hate this question. I don't have any relationships with Tevin Coleman this season at all. I don't have him anywhere. I have Devin Singletary a couple spots.
It's a tough relationship.
My knee-jerk reaction is just Singletary.
Yeah, no, he had 9 points against Arizona. It was Carolina he went off against.
Yeah, so yeah.
I don't trust him, bro.
He's still a Kyle Shanahan running back, but
you trust Singletary?
Yeah, I trust the Bills.
If Singletary gets the
and he's got one of the best matchups of the week. I think he has like 1 or 2 second best matchups like for a running back. So
yeah, who do they play this week?
I don't remember. It's somewhere. Google it.
This is one that I'm.
The Bills play the Dolphins, bro.
There you go. See,
here's one. I think no.
I'm okay playing him, but he's like a linebacker 3 or 4 to me right now.
Yep.
He's been playing pretty good the last couple of weeks though.
That's fine. That's just how I feel about it. I'm not playing him as a 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm. Play him in your a flex spot.
Yeah, if I have to. I mean, I've got him, and I'm flexing.
Bi-week fill-in.
Like I'm flexing Zack Cunningham in the league over him, which I think makes sense. I started T.J. Watt and Devin Bush in my linebacker spots.
Okay, here's an interesting one for you.
All right, give it here. Oh wow, probably. No, we probably have some endorsement deal or something.
Probably.
No, man.
CBD deal.
They're already asking him to come back for the playoffs. So
maybe.
Well, I'm sure they've been asking him to come back all season long.
What's he gonna do though?
He looks like weirdly thin though.
He is weirdly thin.
Maybe he's gonna play wide receiver.
No, bro, that dude's white. He cannot run.
Yeah, but all you do is just throw him a little.
I don't know at this stage. I don't know if I'd even want him back. He looks oddly like.
Ooh, Patriots fan taking a dump on Gronk over here. Wow.
No, it's not that I don't love the guy, but he's just like he doesn't look like he's in shape. He doesn't look like he's been staying in shape. He just looks like he's been doing and selling CBD.
Whatever, bro. I don't mind it. Whatever. We'll see. All right, I got another question here for us. It's pick 2 from these 3: Nick Vigil, Dre Greenlaw or Neville Hewitt if he's active.
If Hewitt's active,
I'm debating on playing Hewitt anyway, but Greenlaw's been playing really well ever since got hurt. Yeah, as soon as Quan got hurt, he's played extremely well. I mean, he had an interception last week against Russell Wilson, and probably the best game in all of the season. I think it's either Greenlaw or
you got to pick two, so you got to just sit one of them.
Just sit Hewitt.
Just sit Hewitt. Yeah, I'm playing Vigil and Greenlaw as well, just because. I mean, if Hewitt's active, I might play him because he was playing really good. But guys coming back off injury, there's in the snap counts. There's still question marks there. So I got another one here. It is rank these players or matchups for some defensive backs. Taylor Rapp versus Chicago, Justin Reed versus Baltimore, Marcus Williams versus the Bucks, or Tracey Walker if he's active versus Dallas. But last I saw, Tracey Walker didn't even practice Wednesday. I don't think he's going to be active. So for me, it's probably going to be Justin Reed and then Taylor Rapp.
I like Rapp. I've been on Rapp, so he's my number one in that group. Just because Justin Reed's been inconsistent. If you'd asked him again this season, it would have been Justin Reed all day.
Yeah. My concern with Rapp is they're playing Chicago, so it's like how many three and outs are this Rams defense gonna produce? Probably a lot. So
the Rams haven't done anything.
Well, I'm not saying they're gonna do anything, but I'm just saying Chicago's not doing anything either. I mean, they're running like 10 fucking offensive plays and a half. You know what I mean? Like
they've been controlling the clock the last 3 games.
Gonna be a 0-0 game.
We'll see. I mean, Raps a decent play. I'm still going Justin Reed, and then not Tracey Walker, but Tavon Wilson versus Dallas. I'm probably just gonna slide him in.
The only reason is Tracey Walker finally practiced yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah. So
okay. I just saw something. I mean, when I looked, it said he did not practice Wednesday, but that was the last thing that I saw.
He practiced Friday.
So. Yeah, but I mean,
which is his first practice. But if you want my honest opinion, why play the guy if he hasn't played practice or played in 4 weeks? I mean, it's not like he's been a world beater. So, and I'd rather have the guy healthy in the long run. So,
fair.
I like Tavon Wilson. Tavon Wilson's been a great play the last 3 weeks. So,
I'm playing him in a couple of leagues this week. So we'll see. I think he's still going to have some value. All right. I had another question. You guys might have saw this on my Twitter, but somebody asked, what are your thoughts on Rashad Jones? Safety for Miami.
I mean, he's been all right. The thing is Stephen Parker has been playing, at safety quite a bit. He had an interception last week. He's a guy that I think is finally starting to get some playing time. He's bounced, he was at LA for a little bit his rookie season, then last year, and then this year's in Miami. I mean, Rashad Jones has all the talent in the world. I mean, he was a must play last year. What has happened where, especially with Minka leaving everybody, we said earlier you had to roster him, you had to keep him. So he's a guy that I have to look at playing but you have to look at the matchup. The Bills don't torch the field or anything. They're not trying to throw it deep. We're talking about a guy who likes to run the ball and likes to throw short intermediate pass routes. So I'm not playing Rashad Jones this week no matter what.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm not playing Rashad either. Just too much uncertainty there for me. So I think it's pretty risky.
Crucial game.
Davis, Nick Vigil, or Dre Greenlaw.
It's crucial for him.
I see that. Crucial catch. Crucial game. I don't know. That's tough. Dre Greenlaw is probably for sure in my lineup. No, he's not. He is for sure going to be in my lineup. But the other two, that's going to be a little tougher. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I don't really know about Todd Davis.
Yeah, I don't really know if he's done enough for me to feel safe playing him.
I mean, I like AJ Johnson more than Todd Davis.
Yep, and he's been somebody to be
I mean,
about.
I'll give you this. At least Todd Davis has been consistent up until the bye week. I mean, he's in one of my league. He's averaging like 16 points a game, so 15.98 points a game. So consistency, he's been there. I'll give you that. I think the big playability, it's Johnson. They play Minnesota, so they're going to pound the rock in Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Dre Greenlaw and Nick Vigil in general.
Yep. I'm going. That's the answer. I mean, that's pretty easy to figure out, in my opinion. I mean, like you said, Todd Davis is just, what kind of upside does he present? What kind of upside does anybody on the Broncos defense? Greenlaw is at least on the 49ers. I mean, there's disruption. There's big plays happening, balls getting tipped, people getting stripped. So there's the chance of a big play. I mean, he had a sack 2 weeks ago. I mean,
Greenlaw in limited time against Arizona scored 20 points.
Exactly. And then Vigil has been also, he has a couple of quarterback hits. He's got some tackles for loss. He's just got a little bit more going on.
I get the Todd Davis side because of consistency, but Greenlaw's been so good since he's really played. So I'm going to have to go with Greenlaw and Nick Vigil for me.
Agree. And Todd Davis, and even if it doesn't work out necessarily, it's the right decision to sit Todd Davis. So.
And I think Brandon Dixon just says that he hopes Vigil does well in place of Wagner on bye. So Nick Vigil's been pretty solid overall. He's always around the football. I mean, always. And especially with them, getting rid of players this week, which it seems like everybody's getting rid of players. But a guy that I'm looking at playing is Jermaine Pratt, just because he's going to get 100% snaps this week.
Here's one I was looking at too.
He came up in another question I got written down here. If you guys want me to, came up in that dynasty question I referenced when we got on earlier. The guy asked, the purchase is Fantasy Ray. He said, rank these guys for dynasty: Sion Takitaki, Sean Dion Hamilton, Jermaine Pratt, and Josie Jewell. And I think Jermaine Pratt is probably the highest ranked of those guys for dynasty for me. And then Hamilton, Takitaki, and Josie Jewell. What do you guys think for dynasty?
I have to go through and look at that.
Now, I answered this, I think, to somebody. So it's Dion Hamilton, Josie Jewell, and Pratt.
And Takitaki for dynasty.
And Takitaki. Now, I like both Takitaki and Pratt, but for right now, Pratt is the guy, hands down, that they made room for him, right? The other guys, Takitaki's got to deal with Matt Wilson.
Yeah, he's barely getting any snaps. He played a little bit on Thursday night.
He played like 4 snaps Thursday.
Yeah.
Which really was his first real playing time.
I mean, he actually got on the field, but
Sean John Hamilton has had the opportunity, hasn't been a world beater by any means, even next to Cole Holcomb. Jermaine Pratt,
but no world beater.
Like I said, we had somebody literally get rid of players just to make room for Jermaine Pratt. So Jermaine Pratt is the guy. And I think I had the same question asked. Was it Ray that sent you a message?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So there you go.
Nice.
Russ, we know you like Pratt. We also know you like Snake, but he ain't done nothing from you lately. So,
right, Snake.
Now somebody popped up talking about Chuck Clark, right?
Yep.
So here's my thing with Chuck Clark, right? You want to talk about one of the most inconsistent players that we have. Let me give you some ideas. Just in my main IDP league, my thing went away because of course it is.
Come on,
trying to do something. But he's been super inconsistent, and that's my problem with him. He's safety playing linebacker, right? His best game, he scored 19.5 against Cincinnati. It's Cincinnati. What do you want me to say to you? Everybody's doing well against Cincinnati. Okay, so he's playing Houston this week. Houston's much better than Cincinnati. Okay, he scored 7.5 the first time he played against Cincinnati. He scored 15 against Seattle, 13 against Kansas City, and besides that, he's averaging 9 points a game. And in this league, Joe Schobert scored 61 on Thursday. So I just do not trust Chuck Clark. Okay, and if Onwuasor was actually getting more snaps than 22, I would tell you to stay away from him completely. But Onwuasor isn't. So if you have, I just can't trust a guy who's getting 5% tackle share. And even Brandon, a guy that we know, really good into IDP, gave somebody basically challenged him, and Brandon put him a stat against him, and he says, "Hey, this guy's getting 5% tackle share. That's how many tackles he's missing." And that dude blocked Brandon because of it, for giving him an actual statistic. Hilarious.
Yeah, he's quite the character.
All right, so let's see who else we got here. Would you guys play the Bears linebacker? Yeah,
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski. Yeah, Kwiatkowski, man, we are on this dude. Like when he plays, Kwiatkowski he has been a
pick him
beast.
up, play him. I picked him up in my, guys. You guys know that 70 starter zillion player dynasty league I'm in. I picked him up on waivers in there. I didn't have him waivers. He was just on the waiver wire after waivers ran. So I just picked him up. No big deal. Playing him this week, gonna get a W. You're welcome. Anthony Barr.
Russell's talking about is
nah, bro.
Is Pratt Matt middle linebacker?
I don't think so. I think he's an outside linebacker.
He is outside, but I think they're gonna move him inside. Hey, Darius Leonard's an outside linebacker.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm with you.
Jalen Smith, Leighton Van Der Esch, outside linebackers.
It's all just words. It's all just semantics and words.
The fact is, the kid's talented. So
yeah, I got a question for you. Should I play Kyler Murray or Kirk Cousins?
Kyler Murray
in a 2-quarterback league. Really?
What did he do last time against San Francisco?
I don't know. I just know Kirk Cousins is my
30-something points.
I shouldn't trust you.
Okay. Well, okay.
Lamar debacle.
And I quote Jordan Raines.
Listen.
Kirk Cousins was a dumpster fire earlier this season, and he says all he does is turn the ball over. And then all of a sudden, we like Kirk Cousins. Come on, this is Utah.
I love Kirk Cousins he's one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. He was just hard to play earlier in the season, but he's back. He's on his game again.
He's back, just like he was back against Kansas City. Was he back then? Against Kansas City, who's 30th in the league? And
how about this question? Should I play Mohamed Sanu or Todd Gurley? That's where we're at in the world.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's tough.
You know what?
Todd Gurley gets to play Philly. Sanu gets Philly, which is so juicy. And Todd Gurley gets Chicago, which is so not juicy. Man, I need a win in this league too. Like I pretty much have to win out this season. All right, let's put it this way.
I don't know how you not play Todd Gurley, but
I got to. You're right. He's averaging 18 points a game in this league.
Really? You don't know how that's where? No, he's at. You do know how he doesn't play Todd Gurley. He's at the point where he could not play Todd Gurley now.
He's still averaging 6 yards a game. 6 yards.
6 yards a game. The truth.
The truth comes out.
That sounds about right. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, he's averaging 6 yards a carry, but it's when he gets a carry a game.
Yeah.
You see what Brandon put here?
No, what he said. He's talking.
He said, "So I should play Mike Wazowski."
Yes, Mike Wazowski. Dude, Monsters Inc. Me and my lady watched that like 2 nights ago. She hasn't seen like any of the Pixar movies. I was like, "What the is wrong with you?"
I'm in this weird room, dude. So like, I guess I'll stand.
It's all good.
Yo, guys, if you don't know, I'm in Vegas right now, so I'm literally just hopped on a buddy's computer, made sure that I could get on the live cast with everybody.
He's hungover as shit.
I don't get hangovers. Ninja blood.
Really?
Ninja blood. Yes, bro.
Oh,
I've had 2 hangovers in my life.
See, I get hangovers, but I remember everything that I ever did.
Yeah.
I didn't never black out, never forget.
Yeah, I don't black out either.
Just never. People tell me they blacked out when they got drunk and stuff.
Yeah, after this, I'm going to Comic-Con. Then I'm going to watch some games, and then I'm going to go drive, 5 hours home. So,
what'd you think about that comeback by your OU boys last night?
Bro, my Sooners the defense was real in the second half. How about them Sooners? And if you're a Baylor's fan, suck it, nerds.
Oh.
Yo, we got some inactives coming through. I just saw this one from the Vikings. Anthony Harris, safety, is inactive. Linval Joseph is the defensive tackle, is also inactive.
Kirk Cousins' arm
will be activated and in super robot mode, just cutting it up.
Hey, you know what?
Slicing and dicing. No, I'm gonna play Kyler.
No.
I'll play Kyler. It's all good.
We're talking about the number 5 quarterback in fantasy right now, but we're not gonna play him.
Wait,
I'm gonna play him.
You guys, wasn't there some sort of hat bet that was supposed to occur?
Yeah, what was the hat bet from the?
All right, so there was a hat bet. My man Zach made a bet with me that Trubisky would have 250 yards in minimum passing and 2 touchdowns. He had 3 touchdowns and 170 yards passing. So only reason I'm wearing
touchdowns is insane.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you guys had a hat bet though.
I thought we did too, but I don't remember what it was about.
I'm sure I won.
You can start writing it down. All right, we got more inactives here.
I told you I was going to start writing these things down, and I got my writing utensil down here, right here.
Jets inactive. CJ Mosley, obviously. Only one that's really sort of pertinent is Darryl Roberts. He's a cornerback that I know some people have been playing. What are you guys laughing about?
This right here.
My buddy Zach.
Oh, word.
Here's the fact. I'm 7-0 in bets this, on the channel. Just so
I got the long-term bet going on the Patriots. Who's going to score the most fantasy points?
Defensively?
No, offensively. This one. They're skill players, and I'm winning right now.
How are you winning?
Who do you think's scoring the most points right now?
In all of fantasy football?
No, in their skill players.
The skill players?
On the Patriots.
Probably James White.
Yeah. Sony Michel?
Nope.
Julian Edelman by a mile.
Julian Edelman.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He's been healthy this year.
I'm going to win me an Edelman jersey.
PPR.
Yep.
Vernon Hargreaves is inactive for his first game with the Texans.
Of course he is.
Bradley Roby is inactive. Will Fuller is inactive.
What time's the Detroit game? Because I'm with you guys. I want to know if Tracey Walker's going to play too. Because
oh my God, yes.
I got Taylor Wilson.
Taco Charlton from the Miami Dolphins is inactive.
Yeah, but even if he is active, are you playing him? I mean, is he going to get 100% snaps?
I'm still playing Taylor Wilson.
Why don't you guys?
I'm looking at it right now. There's nothing out yet.
There's an inactives list right here. It's he's not on there, so I guess he's active. Their inactives are Romeo Okwara, Deshaun Hand, and
Deshaun Hand, all he's been featured.
Yeah, so that means Tracey Walker is active, baby. Let's do it. Fire him up. Fire up the Tracey Walker.
Just do it. Tracy. All right, so I guess I'm in a spot then.
Mm-hmm.
In like 2 leagues. 1 league I don't have a choice. I guess I can go look in our sleeper league see if I can pick the safety. But
yeah, I gotta go do some things too. I go pick up Tracey Walker in that league before you do.
Gotta do that.
Give me Tracey.
All right, so am I playing Taylor Rapp over Taven Wilson?
Taylor Rapp over Taven Wilson. Yes, you are now. Oh,
I'm not doing it.
I don't think you are still.
This freaking light is driving me fucking bonkers. Let me move.
You got like these beams like going right across your face.
Boom.
There you
Suck
go.
in, nerd.
There it is.
what?
In Vegas,
you
just
move it?
trying to. Yeah, bro, I had to. Like, fucking lights are like all in
Trying
my
to
face.
wake him up.
Teamer and Tranquil. Is Teamer still starting right now? What
Bro,
is up with him?
Teamer like had a monster game and then has been inactive for 2 weeks in a row. So
I know he had like you said, that one monster game.
are you seriously? You seriously just made a freaking move on her freaking?
Yeah, I told you I'm gonna go pick up Tracey Walker. I drafted him in there. I don't
This
need
dude
Royce
literally
Freeman.
just went and got him in our league, guys.
Making moves, y'all. This is real life. You gotta be playing the game.
I'm over here trying to do big things on the podcast, and you're over here making.
I'm trying to do big things for
moves.
real. I'm trying to get this dub. What's up?
Oh my gosh, dude!
I probably won't even play him though, because I already played Minka
don't.
Fitzpatrick, and I got Ronnie Harrison in right now, who I don't know, man. I really want to play Tracey Walker so bad now, though.
Yeah, I think you should start him.
Oh yeah, that's scary.
And then watch him get hurt again.
Oh, it
was a knee injury.
Bro, that's not cool, bro.
Taven Wilson's my dude. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I gotta get Taven and Wilson out of these lineups. I got him in. Man, I got issues. I'll deal with this after the show. For the Army first. IDP Army assemble. All right, I got a couple more questions here that I had written down from earlier.
We got to get back to this Teamer and Tranquil.
Yeah. You're right.
Is Teamer playing?
Well, I don't think he's inactive necessarily.
But he has done nothing the last 2 weeks.
He's been, because he's been inactive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's a little worrisome to play him. And Tranquil, I don't really have any strong feelings on him at all either, really. I mean, what are we playing these guys as? Like 1, 2s, 3s?
Well,
are we just looking for a warm body for a spot?
Tranquil had a pretty good week 10.
Yeah, but I mean, like kind of like we said with the Jets linebackers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's with these guys too. It's like you're literally you're playing Russian roulette. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he had a giant game last week. I see that, but he hasn't ever had a giant game before in his career, or at least this last. Yeah. So it's just like I don't know. Like I said,
I mean,
it's risky.
Tranquil is a better option than Teamer for sure.
Yeah, for sure. If you're playing him as like a 4, like a flex 4, something like that. I mean, a linebacker 4, sure, I can do that. But I'm not putting him in as anything that I actually need or I'm counting on. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Then I'm fine with that. If it's a 3 or 4, sure, put him in there, and you have to be okay with the fact that he might get 4 tackles, or he could be good. So.
Mm-hmm. And we are talking about Drew Tranquil here, right?
Yeah. Yerp.
I say start him.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, as a 3 or 4, definitely.
If I can start a linebacker over a maybe safety, I'm gonna do it. I mean, even Russ is 3 or 4. I mean, the thing is he's getting playing time, but the question is who is he playing? It's a tough matchup because he's playing the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got I'd rather have a corner against the Chiefs.
Yeah,
true that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, my Chiefs. I hope.
But you know what? Tranquil could be guarding Kelsey though.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey has not been getting as many targets as he should.
Well, he will this week because he's got freaking Mahomes back full healthy. So
yeah, and true. Last week
he had a touchdown last week.
He should have had 2 or 3. It was his best week for sure back. So
sorry guys, my nose is like super dry. I know I keep messing with it, but I'm in Vegas. This air is crazy. Like it's just super dry for some reason.
It's all good. Let's see what we got here. I still don't have any updates on Teamer. I was just looking, so can't really offer much advice there.
I mean, I wouldn't play Cameron.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about
Wouldn't
it.
even
Man, I like Tranquil, man. This dude was a solid college player. You know, he's an LA dude. I mean, can't gripe about this guy.
All right, I had a couple of more questions I had written down here. Next one is Tre'Davious White versus Miami or Justin Reed versus Baltimore. Get this bar off my face. Thanks.
Tre'Davious White
versus Miami or Justin Reed versus Baltimore. That's easy for me. That's Justin Reed versus Baltimore.
I don't know about that. Tre'Davious White's going to guard Devontae Parker. Fitzmagic's going to throw the ball.
Man, you were dumping all over Tre'Davious White last week, and now you want a piece of the action, huh?
Well, you're the one that's going away from him this week.
You're right, but that's because I love Justin Reed.
You know, OBJ had 4. He had 4 drops last week. How many? And then he had another 4 drops this week.
OBJ's
frustrating.
He's upsetting. I've never owned him.
Frustrating.
And it seems like he's never really been as good as everyone talks about him being. Just as someone who's never owned him, watching like the past 3 seasons, it's just been like, yeah, I feel really bad for the OBJ owner. And it's literally been like that for like 3 years. And so
I mean,
I feel like you kind of should have just known what you were getting yourself into when you drafted him.
Jarvis Landry been killing it though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to this. Tre'Davious White, I think, is the play.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm going to take the opposite. I'm going to go Justin Reed versus Baltimore.
I like Justin Reed. You know I do. I mean,
I know.
If they get to the back end, which to get through those linebackers isn't too hard. So, I mean, both are okay plays. Justin Reed's a boss. I mean, when he's on, Justin Reed's one of the best safeties in the league. When he's on.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. Well, he tweeted something this morning on game day at like 6:00. So I mean, I think he's locked in.
Ready.
He's coming ready.
Ready to
He's
play.
Coming ready.
He probably just got home from the bar.
Well, we need to retweet that.
Yeah, whatever. All right, I could go find it. I'll retweet it. That's no problem.
Do it. Hashtag IDP Army.
Had another question. Had another question here. Robert Quinn or Josh Allen?
You don't even care. You love just some Robert Quinn, bro.
I do love Robert Quinn. Dude plays like 70% of snaps. He's got a 19.5 sack season under his belt. He's 29 years old. He's dominating. He's got like 7 sacks on the season. He missed 2 games. And had a bye week. No, I don't have an imagination.
If Josh Allen actually got snaps, what he would do.
He did. He was getting like 70% of snaps the first few games.
2 games.
I mean, he did a lot.
And both games he balled out on.
He gets a lot with everything he gets.
Okay. Got you one.
Oh, man. No, bro. Nah. I'm not starting to take you over a middle linebacker. Not ever.
No. Especially not going off.
Unless there's only a caveat there. Unless they're like getting some like super elite scoring premium.
No, it's not for me. Greenlaw's been playing too good. Nick Vigil's always around the football. So, I mean, Cincinnati's always on the field. So that's that. No, and again, I don't trust Tracey Walker's knee yet. I mean, he's got to play a full game for me to say, okay, he's back. Right? I'll put it this way. I still have Tevin Wilson in 2 leagues, and I'm not pulling him. So, I just don't trust it. I just don't trust the knee yet.
What about the Quinn Allen? Who you taking?
You know you got to take Quinn. I mean, it's the snaps.
All right. I got another one. Sam Hubbard or Jonathan Allen from Washington. I'm taking Jonathan Allen.
Have that.
Huh?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah? You gonna put your money on Hubba-dub. All right, I'm writing this one down on my whiteboard.
Come back.
You got it? Okay, good. He's got it on his whiteboard. That's great. Have that.
Versus Jonathan Allen.
Which really means you're going against your boy. Which I like
both these guys. I had Jonathan Allen as DM.
Who's the Redskins play this week?
The Jets, don't they?
Yeah.
That's juicy. I'll take that. I love
see
Sammy
that.
Darnold falling over his ass. Oh, help me. Ah.
He is trash, dude.
Go. Yeah. And so is Le'Veon Bell getting tackled for loss about 30% of the time. Give it to me. Give it to me.
You guys heard it here first. Okay, hire Sanders. Ooh.
Sanders. That's easy.
Yeah, because Jordan Howard's out. They just signed what's his face again,
Jay, who's not in football shape, or he would have been signed by one of the other 9 teams that already interviewed him. So literally, he's the emergency break the glass. That's what
Miles Sanders is I think is a must play.
Yes, it's going to be his breakout game because he's going to get 20, 22 touches.
Yeah, I need to go put him in.
Even against the Patriots, he's going to do something. So I don't see any way he has less than 85 scrimmage yards and probably a touchdown, if not more than 1 touchdown, because the offense is going to be running through him today. They're going to shut Ertz down, and they're gonna pass rush the shit out of fucking Carson Wentz.
I mean, Sanders is good for 1 big play a game.
Already getting 4 touches a game. He's basically like Alvin Kamara was his rookie year, and like Tyreek Hill was his rookie and sophomore year. Like
Zach, seriously,
you don't have to give him a ton of work, but he's gonna break a play almost every game, and he's gonna be fantasy relevant, and it's gonna be unsustainable.
Yo, I'm playing Singletary and Sanders in 1 league.
There you go. I mean, it's that time of year. I traded both of them and David Montgomery fucking 5 weeks ago for Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs.
There's something wrong with Zach here.
Jets.
You seriously Jets fan? I didn't know that.
Oh,
I feel bad for Jets fans. I have another question here.
Okay. I had a question of my own too. I asked you guys earlier. I thought I'd ask it on live here.
All right. Why don't you
answer?
Ioannidis, Houston, or Lawrence? Well, then they all. I have 2 spots.
I'm picking Ioannidis in Houston.
Okay.
I am. Let me look at
Matt Ioannidis has been a savage. Every game.
Matt Ioannidis has been great. I have Justin Houston higher than him.
And they're playing. I will tell you, I think Ioannidis outplays Jonathan Allen.
I have DeMarcus Lawrence 1 spot above Justin Houston in my rankings this week. But I am inclined to go Justin. Actually, no, it's DeMarcus Lawrence because he's playing the rookie or Jeff Driscoll. I'm going to take Lawrence.
That's what I was thinking, too.
I'm taking Lawrence in Houston. I love Matt Ioannidis.
They all had juicy matchups.
I can't bench Matt Ioannidis. I can't
all had juicy matchups.
There's no way you can bench Ioannidis.
I'm going Lawrence and Ioannidis, and I love Justin Houston, too. This is probably the toughest question we've had all morning. Thanks, Steve. But I'm going to go Lawrence, and I'm going to go Ioannidis. I love Justin Houston, though. There you go. There's an IDP Army informant. He says go Houston.
That's kind of weird because you've been all.
I love Houston. Justin Houston, but that's the thing. I love Ioannidis too. But DeMarcus Lawrence had his big game, and he looked like he was playing with a chip on his shoulder. And now they get Detroit, who has Jeff Driscoll. I like that a lot situationally. So there it is.
I got somebody that's playing Kwiatkowski over Jermaine or Greenlaw. I would do that too.
Who was that funny name we had earlier? Oh yeah, Swinging a Mystery. Swinging a Mystery is the one who asked about Quinn and Allen, and then Hubbard and Allen.
That's awesome.
They also had another question: Hewitt if he plays, or stick with Greenlaw, which we need to see if Hewitt. I guess Hewitt's playing because he wasn't on that Jets inactive, so we got the answer to that there. What do you guys think?
Man, I'm telling you, Greenlaw 20 points against Arizona in limited play. It's hard for me not to play. I mean, he played limited because Quan got injured in the game. And he played the second half and scored 20 points in 1 league, which, I mean, how many tackles did he have that game? Let me look.
I don't know.
I literally was just looking at him. Literally was just looking at this. I can't even pull it up, to be honest with you.
It's all good. We believe you. All right. That looks. I had one more new question that popped up. What does it say here? Oh, guy was asking about Walker, just saying I want to trust him so bad, but want to trust him. Good matchup is good. I'm scrambling with Walker playing. Got to swap Wilson for someone. Reed might be my guy.
Oh yeah, Reed is definitely your guy.
Yeah, that's a good play. If you're gonna swap out Wilson and you have Reed, you could do that. I'm still a little hesitant to just swap out Tracey Walker or swap him into my lineup, but I'm playing Walker in one of my leagues and I'm playing Wilson in another one of my leagues. I just looked. I mean, this is fantasy football. Nothing is for sure. You know, you're just going to what you do.
Thanks, Zach.
What limited information you have? What do you say?
The most amazing thing.
He
the most
said,
amazing thing happened to me the other day.
He said, "Bless you," after I sneezed.
Yeah, I said bless you too. I don't think you heard me.
I didn't hear you.
I picked up Eric Harris off waivers the other day.
What?
Yeah. I was looking around. I was like, oh, look at this. Eric Harris is sitting here on waivers.
It was probably in our league.
No, it wasn't even in our league. It's just a random league that I play in.
I'm thinking about picking up Jordan Whitehead right now. Chuck Clark's available. I'm not going to pick him up.
Lindsey or Hyde?
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at that. That's a fair question. Definitely Lindsey.
Your face just cracked me up.
I was just thinking about something that's funny.
Okay, but it just cracked me up. You get these facial expressions. It just.
We've had a long road to get here, fellas. It wasn't always this fun.
It definitely didn't used to be this fun.
No, but I'm just so happy to be here.
It's
every time you bring up Jared, it's just so good to see you smiling again. You know how often at work I just say that to myself.
I'm always smiling. That was funny.
I know, you smiling ass mofo.
I always be laughing, and so when somebody said that to me, it was
good times.
Good times.
Check the tape. All right, any more big IDP start sit questions, matchup related stuff? Just saw Ian Rappaport retweeted something. Chandler Jones is 5 seasons running with 10 or more sacks, and he's already there, and it's week 11. He already got over 10 sacks.
You gonna get some more this week?
I can't believe the Patriots let him go when they did back in the day. Like, he's turned into just so.
I'm going against the top player in our league, in my main IDP league. I started Baker Mayfield. So.
Oh, that's nice. It was nice of Baker Mayfield to have a good game for his owners once this season.
Change.
I picked up Chad Thomas too, who scored 20 on my bench.
Chadley.
So here's my question: Taylor Rapp or Taven Wilson?
I'll go Rapp if I had to pick between the two.
Against Chicago? We just had this question a little bit ago, so I think the only reason I still think your boy Dak is going to throw the ball a lot. So
yeah, I'm just worried that Tavon's just not going to see the field as much now that Tracy's back. Like I
don't trust me. I'm going to play him.
That's my fear.
I mean, worst thing, best case scenario, I beat the leading guy in the league, or worst case scenario, I don't. So,
just that simple, really.
Here's a question for you.
All right.
And this, and I have to go. This is going to be tough for me. Sam Hubbard, Everson Griffin, and Matt Ioannidis. You got to play too.
Everson Griffin and Matt Ioannidis.
That's who I'm playing.
Oh, sorry. I'm cooling off on the dude Hubbard so much, but I mean, it's justified. I mean, the thing about him that was so good, even last year, was his tackle efficiency. He always had a decent tackle floor for his snaps that he played. His snaps went up early in the season. His tackle numbers went up, which was like, okay, that's good, but he just has not been producing like he was last year or earlier on this season, and the sacks aren't coming either. So it's just his floor is not what it used to be.
Yep.
So I've been cooling on him. Everson Griffin is still one of the best pass rushers in the league. You obviously just have to play him, and he's never going to get the most coverage or whatever you want to call it. They're never going to try to shut him down. They're going to shut Daniil Hunter down or try, which just makes it that much easier for one of the best pass rushers in the league to get to the quarterback.
All right, let's do a quick vote, and I'm gonna leave this up to the Army, not us. Taylor Rapp or Taven Wilson? Leave it up to the Army.
Robinson versus Ramsey. I think that they both have good games. I think that Robinson has his usual 6 for 75, I think. And I think Jalen Ramsey has a few pass deflections.
I'll put it this way. Ramsey's been getting balled on. So if you look at the stats, like Ramsey's been kind of getting his butt kicked.
Well, then what do you say? Who do you think wins the matchup?
I mean, I don't think Robinson's great. I mean, they are ex-teammates, which means they do know each other.
Yeah. I mean, things like that, teammate stuff, that doesn't bother me at all. I mean, they're playing football. I mean, you know what I mean? If anything, they're going to be probably goofing around with each other a little too much.
Or hating each other.
I don't think they'll hate each other. Allen Robinson is he's too chill. And honestly, Jalen Ramsey, through all the bravado and nonsense, he seems like he's probably like pretty chill.
Ramsey talks so much smack, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. But he's I mean, it's intentional. It's like he's fucking with them. Like, and that's part of his game. And that's, he said that before. Like, he's almost playing a character at times. And I'm like, I'm okay with it.
I forgot who was talking about it last week. It was like, listen, Jalen was just sitting there talking so much smack. It was awesome. And it was, it's just funny to see that. So
yeah, I mean, when I've played,
I think Robinson wins the matchup overall.
There you go. Robinson's a good receiver. I mean, if he didn't have Mitchell Trubisky throwing to him, if he didn't have Blake Bortles throwing to him, I mean, he'd have so much better of a career going right now. He's just been in a shitty situation a lot more often than not.
All right, you guys got to keep me updated. Russell, Zach, all you guys on all the games. I know Jordan and Steve will keep me updated because at about noon or so, I'm going to start driving back from Vegas to San Diego. So make sure you guys keep me updated. I'll try not to wreck my car.
There are a couple of guys I want to mention before we go.
Do it.
Yes, do it.
Jamel Dean and Nick Needham, 2 cornerbacks. I know we don't talk much about cornerbacks, but these guys have been balling out lately.
The corners in general have played really well this year. Logan Ryan.
Yep.
Has played. Logan Ryan's one of the top defensive players in all of fantasy football.
2 young cornerbacks. These guys
are. I really like Needham, and the matchup is fun.
Yeah, and you were on Jamel last week.
Dean, and he's really stepped up there, and Nick Needham has been stepping up for that defense. It's just been.
I've added Needham on like 3 different teams. I have to play quarterback, so.
I just saw.
I like both of them, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Saw a list of notable fantasy football inactives or IDP inactives. I'll just read them off real quick. Some of them are corners. We don't cover those a lot, but you'll know if you need to know. So Kaminsky, Ishmael, who's a safety / linebacker for Atlanta, Cockrell, Heath, which is a safety for Dallas, Dem Walker, I don't know who Hand, Alquara, we talked about them. Hargraves, talked about him. Pierre Desir for the Colts inactive. Taco Charlton inactive. Raekwon McMillan inactive. Anthony Harris inactive. Linville Joseph inactive. Marshawn Lattimore inactive. Joe Roberts inactive. CJ Mosley inactive. Warlow inactive. Carl Nassib inactive. MJ Stewart inactive. And then Everett inactive. I don't know who Everett is. Then for whatever reason, I'm not thinking of what team he's on. But those are some notable noon or 1, whatever your time zone is, inactives that just popped up on my timeline. Shout out to Down with the IDP for keeping us up to date with that. Got to show love to all our IDP brethren out there. But most importantly, to the IDP Army, which is why we're here. It's why we do this. It's Sunday morning. We want to make sure you guys get the right people in your lineups. That we are keeping everyone up to date as best we can. offering advice as best we can based on what we see all week, and you know how it goes. So I don't really have any more.
Yeah, set your lineups.
Yeah, I don't have any more questions, guys. We'll be on Twitter. I'm sure you guys will too for the next hour. You know, I mean, if you at us or send us a DM, we'll do our best to answer your questions as best we can. We also, you know, we got lives and we got stuff to do too, but we're gonna try and get ready to watch football with y'all. Jared's gonna be driving, so safe.
I'm going to Comic-Con for the next hour.
Keep your feet to yourself.
Yeah, don't.
But there's football
at anybody.
Don't be starting no brawls.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't even spend any time talking about that. Oh, we should talk about how Joe Schobert is fucking God.
We didn't talk about that, did we?
Yeah, he had like
Godbert.
In the IDP 1-2-3 scoring format, he had like 48 points. We saw a guy, Serrano, he posted in one of his leagues, he had like 80 points.
Oh, man.
So, but I mean, I was looking, I saw something on Instagram this morning, which you guys should follow us on Instagram. The IDP Army's on Instagram and the IDP 411. But PFF tweeted out he was like super high ranked on there. He was the highest ranked defensive player on Thursday night's game. He had like a 94, I think, or something like that. So, I mean,
should have been 100.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, I don't think he did anything wrong in that game. Except did not. He was this close to getting a touchdown to go on top of all of his stats. I mean, he had what?
That would have done it. That would have iced it.
2 tackles for loss, 2 interceptions, he had 4 pass deflections as a linebacker, which is crazy, which just showed you how shitty Mason Rudolph was and how he's just throwing it over the middle of the field like a bitch. Anyway.
And remember,
all I got
this is good advice for the day.
All I got to say about Mason Rudolph is there was not a Steelers fan in the world that did not want to do exactly what Myles Garrett did to him watching that game. Want to run up on his ass and say, "Get it together, bro." Like, how many interceptions you gonna throw this game? The biggest win of Mason Rudolph Thursday night was literally getting his ass kicked so he could get on the podium and be like, "I'm a big person." I can't wait for the Steelers to draft fucking Tua in the middle of the first next year.
Tua might not play ever again.
I know. Tua ripped his leg off.
Chill. He's gonna drop to the middle of the first, late first, and Steelers are gonna get him.
If he's got a leg left.
Book it. He's fine. You guys are the college football people. You didn't keep up yesterday.
Bo Jackson.
Location, not a break, which was what
did Bo Jackson have?
He had the exact same injury as Bo Jackson. And Bo Jackson
he's not Bo Jackson
ever again.
This isn't 1975. Okay.
1975. That didn't happen in 1975.
I don't know. Modern technology, sports medicine has advanced a lot in the past just 10 years, let alone past 20, 30 years.
That was a serious injury.
All right.
Look what happened is let's go back to Zach Miller, right? The tight end.
Yeah, but he had didn't they sever a huge artery in his leg or something?
There are arteries in your legs that are very important.
Tua will play again. He'll be a middle of the first round pick to the Steelers.
Still can't throw to the right side.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
Honestly, he can throw to Juju and help my dynasty shares go up again.
Juju plays on the right side.
Switch it up.
It's just the truth. Look at it. Look at the tape. He does not throw on the right side of the hash. Does not do it. It's either the hash or the left side.
They're going to have to move Juju to the left side.
All right, IDP Army, we love you guys. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, just everywhere. We're taking over. We're doing this. We love you guys.
Let's grow this army.
Yeah, let's grow this army, and good luck this week. We will be on for the IDP 411 tomorrow podcast. We're breaking down everything that happens today. So until then, peace out.
Let's go. We got to blame this on Steve. He's the one that's